The prestige drama, The Glass Fortress of Bel Air, Luiza's Awakening. The rain in Los Angeles is never just a weather pattern. It is a rare, ritualistic cleansing that feels as though the city is finally trying to scrub away the sins buried beneath its sun-scorched concrete and palm-lined boulevards. For Luiza, her life with Mark had been a high-speed chase through the winding, dangerous curves of the Hollywood Hills. A whirlwind of exclusive galas, whispered promises in the back of leather-scented limousines, and a passion that felt like a permanent, scorching summer. Mark was a titan of the tech industry, a man who didn't just build companies, he commanded the digital landscape. His love for Luiza was supposed to be the anchor in his chaotic, high-stakes life, or so she believed with every fiber of her being for 7 long, shimmering years. Their connection was raw, an electric current that skipped across their skin every time their hands met, a physical addiction that made the rest of the world feel like a blurry, insignificant background. He was her hero, her king, and the only man who truly claimed to know the woman behind the glamorous, diamond-encrusted mask she wore for the elite circles of Bel Air. They lived in a fortress of modern luxury, a glass-walled mansion that overlooked the sprawling lights of Los Angeles like a lighthouse of success. But lately, the dry Santa Ana winds had brought a cold, suffocating change to the atmosphere of their home. Mark began returning to their hilltop sanctuary with a hollow, haunted look in his eyes that no amount of vintage scotch could drown out. The late-night emergency board meetings and unexpected flights to Palo Alto started to taste like bitter ash in Luiza's mouth. She noticed the subtle shifts in the gravity of their relationship, the way he clutched his phone like a loaded weapon, the way he stopped looking her in the eye when they shared a glass of wine, and most hauntingly, the faint, lingering scent of a heavy, exotic jasmine on his silk collars. It was a scent that was floral, expensive, and devastatingly not hers. It was the smell of a secret. Driven by a burning, desperate instinct that she could no longer suppress, Luiza decided to follow the shadow of the man she had worshipped. On a rain-slicked Friday night, when the city was a blur of red taillights and gray mist, she followed his silver Porsche down the canyon and into the neon-drenched heart of West Hollywood. Standing in the shadows of a swaying palm tree, hidden by the collar of her trench coat, Luiza felt the world dissolve into a cold vacuum. Through the tinted glass of a secluded, velvet-walled lounge, she saw him. He wasn't working. He wasn't in a meeting. He was seated in a deep, purple-lit booth, his face illuminated by the flickering neon of the bar and the raw, hungry glow of a single candle. He was looking at a woman, a stunning redhead with porcelain skin and eyes that held the dark, glittering secrets of the city. The sight that tore Luiza's soul apart wasn't just the presence of another woman, it was the raw, unbridled intimacy of the moment. Mark didn't just talk to her, he pulled her closer, his hand sliding into her hair with a possessive, feverish hunger that Luiza thought was her exclusive territory. When he leaned in and pressed a long, passionate kiss to the woman's neck, his eyes closing in total surrender, Luiza felt a physical snap in her chest. The empire they had built on a foundation of forever just crumbled into the Pacific Ocean. She didn't make a scene, she didn't scream into the night, she simply stood there, letting the cold rain soak into her soul until she felt as hard and unyielding as the concrete beneath her feet. She drove back to their empty, echoing glass house, her heart hardening into a cold, brilliant diamond of absolute resolve. The golden couple was dead. When Mark finally stumbled home hours later, draped in a cloak of lies and the smell of expensive tequila, Luiza was waiting for him in the pitch-black living room. She didn't ask for explanations. She simply placed the woman's gold and pearl earring, which she had found near her car, on the cold marble kitchen island. "A mistake is a lapse in judgment, Mark," she whispered, her voice vibrating with a dark, new-found power. "What I saw tonight in the shadows of Hollywood was a choice, a deliberate, calculated choice to trade our kingdom for a moment of heat." Mark tried to speak, but Luiza was already gone. She walked out into the cool LA night, her silhouette sharp and magnificent against the glowing lights. She wasn't just leaving a man, she was taking back the throne she had allowed him to share. She realized the fire hadn't gone out, it had simply changed directions. She wasn't burning for him, she was burning for herself.